Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here. So today I am on my second film, yay! And it's a film that I don't know when you will see. I am going to try and, yes, I've been coffee dining in the greenhouse. Look, I'm trying to do some in front and get some spares. So this will be one of those that, you know, will go up at some point when I'm busy or when I'm on holiday. I don't think it'll last till then, but you never know. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is, because you know it won't be in any kind of sequence, this video, is just work on some bits that I've started off camera and finish up some bits and pieces. So I've got this out that, you know, will probably take me the whole video to finish, but if not, I've also got this. Okay, so two pieces that I've started. I guess this is going to be a piece of ephemera, probably going that way so we can see the bird, and all it is one of those, or a piece of one of those cards from that book that I got out about home entertaining, and I've just started to collage, do some grungy collage on it. We'll do that one second. And this, I'm going to cough, sorry. Excuse me. This one, I've just come in from the greenhouse and I'm hot and I'm dry. I've got a cup of tea outside of me. Yeah, this one is just some envelopes that I put together, and I've been sitting around on my desk forever. They've been slightly splodged or coffee dyed or whatever, but yeah, it was a long time ago, and I haven't done them completely. But my idea, that one's not done at all. Look, my idea is to completely cover them with book pages, which I've done on the front there, and that's a Tim Holtz paper pad photo, isn't it? So yeah, probably leave the, how many have I got? One at the front and one at the back pockets, and two in the middle. Shall I leave the pockets? Yeah, I might leave the pockets and then put a couple of journal pages in the middle and just make it a mini, you know, a mini journal that will either go along with another journal or be a piece on its own. Yeah, they're not quite level at the edge either, so I'll probably, yeah, go over the edges and make them, maybe put some lace and things. We'll just play with it is what we'll do. So yeah, I didn't even quite finish the back look, so let's just let's do some collage, shall we? That's always good for half an hour's fun, relaxation, whatever you consider it. I need to get a book from downstairs to glue on now. I've nearly got through all my bits and pieces of papers, not least because that's been glued on already. Now, this is out of my Indian book, and I don't know, but that may well be, they may well be Indian gods, so perhaps I didn't ought to. I do not want to do the wrong thing or offend anybody. I didn't ought to glue on it, did I? What is that? The Nim tree. Yeah, I don't think I'll glue on those pages because they are, sorry, you probably wanted to look at that one. Yeah, they look like they might be religious people. So I've not got much there, have I? I'm going to be gluing a bit more than that. Let's just get the entirety of the box out, and then when these pages have gone, that's because I keep deciding to keep them and use them. I mean, look at these that I've put in because of the way I've ripped them, look. But actually, I just might use them on some collage. Right, these are definitely glue pages. So's that, and so's that. All right, let's see if I can make do. That's a misprint. And some ducks. I don't mind gluing on ducks. I've got lots of them. Right. So I've got a very messy desk. I don't know if you can see or not. Yeah, I've got coffee dyed papers. I've got, like I say, the projects that I've got started and not finished. Why did I put those over there? I'm gluing on them. Leave them there. Move those if you want some space. That's it. We've got space. Right. Gosh. So let's try not to be too picky with this. I don't, or do I? No, I don't want too much of the edge, pretty though it is, because it's got quite a big margin on it, hasn't it? I can't even remember where I was going with this when I started it, so this is a page that's been folded over and already glued on. It's a bit wobbly. Okay, we need some going the other way across there. Got that piece up there by the looks of it. I'll have to get rid of some of these little bits because I don't want blue dictionary. No. What a different colour altogether from something we've got there. That's a nice colour, isn't it? I think this is from one of my, it's a glue page because I don't know what's on it. It's from a book that's got some rubbishy words in it. Oh, what about this one? That's a nice coloured page. I'll save that bit. Oh, I wanted it that way, didn't I? Look how the beautiful colour that is. And I'm going to cut it off. Oh, and I cut it off quite well considering. Yes, Denise, you didn't tear that one quite so well, but there we go. Yes, I'm thinking just lots of book page, and amongst it I'll put some coffee dyed bits. Okay, let's see what we've got there now. Bits and pieces. These are really crispy, crunchy, very, very coffee dyed. Oh, there's some nice, what's that, dictionary paper. Yeah, and I might even put a bit of gesso on the outside. Let's do a real grungy job. What should we have on here then? Should have a big piece of that. Let's have a big piece of that. Yeah, very coffee. Strong coffee. I think what's happened is in the greenhouse, I left some because we had some nice weather, and then it got not so nice again, and I think I made some up, used it, and then left the rest of it in there, and it's kind of, yeah, the water's evaporated off it, so it's concentrated. That's what I was trying to get to. So it's made it a concentrated coffee solution, and it smells very coffee. So if you don't like coffee, you won't want this piece of ephemera. Yeah, I think that's another reason for using more tea than coffee, to be honest, because there is practically no smell, is there, with tea. Or I'll have to look into. I have seen one or two video, not seen the videos, but seen the titles of videos saying how to make your coffee paper smell nice, or how to scent your dyed paper. That's what I need. So we're going to leave this bit open, but I want something inside it, so that when we see it, it's pretty. There's my elbow on the table again. You will go in there, but you need a bit of ink, I think. Oops, a new dauber. It's not fully loaded yet. It's fine when I dip it in, but that's it. I'm wondering if I might want something across there actually, just to give it a bit of extra strength, kind of like a hinge. I mean, it's strong at the minute, but if I'm going to stitch something in before I put the other papers down, that might be a good idea. I'm mixing my glue papers up with me. What are they called? Collage papers. Oh, for me, the only difference between them will be the words are not suitable for collage. Just because I glue on lots of books that people give me. It's not because I've got lots of rude books, but yeah, swear words are a part of, seem to be a part of culture now, don't they? I have to put it in straight rather than ripped. It's not going to slide in very easily, are you? Have I only just put that piece down? No, it's come up. I'll fix that one in a minute. Let's get this in here. It's probably opening this up that's causing the problem there, to be fair. I think with that hinge there, doesn't matter if that doesn't go in straight, does it? Okay, let's get this piece in. Whoops. Cup of tea, a bit of a jiggle then. So I hope you're all well. What are you up to? Like I say, it's going to be difficult to chat too specifically to you because I've no idea when you're going to see this. Now, whenever I've done this before, you've always seen it within a day or two. I've got myself ahead and then, yeah, completely relaxed it. So it might be that you see it soon, but if all goes to plan, it might be that you don't see it for a while. So, yeah. I won't talk about days and dates and things and stuff that I talked about in this morning's video because they're probably completely irrelevant and you'll be like, what is she going on about? Right, let's see if I've got some like pink. Right, it's not avocado dyed, I think it's pink paper that I've coffee dyed. So, I want the very dark. Here you can see because it's not white when you tear through it. The very dark pink. We could go round onto the front if we wanted, couldn't we? Or shall we? Shall we make a decision? That would be something, Denise. I think I've made one, but it's just an easy crafting session, so I haven't got any hard and fast plans, and I'm not really going to get hung up on what happens. I quite liked the darker edge, didn't I? Shall I use that one at the top? Yep, so where do we want to go to? There. But then kind of down, so I'm going to cut down there. In fact, I might as well cut the whole thing off and see how well I've done. What am I doing? There. And see, this is fun to me, trying and yeah, sometimes managing it and sometimes not. Yeah, if we ink that, it won't matter whether we rip it or a bit's showing. Other thing to do if you don't ink is put some strips down there and then cover it, you know, if you want them the exact. Get rid of that gluey bit, inky bit. Yep, so I think what I'm going to do is try and nibble so that's not a, you know, a cut edge, because I didn't like it cut and I had a bit of room to spare. I think I did. Let's go all the way around. Now it might be that this ends up being covered anyway, but just in case it peeps through, I don't really want bright white, do I? Okay, let's get that bit down. As soon as the glue's open. It's very, very warm today. It's red hot in the greenhouse. But yeah, my glue isn't particularly, my glue stick's not particularly softened up, so I don't know if the heat is. Mind, it is still only spring warm, it's not summer warm. Yeah, I've ripped the bottom as well now, look. It's a good job I said I didn't care if I ripped it, isn't it? I'm just ripping and folding under there. And then I'll probably put a bit of lace or something on there. Right, where did I rip? Yeah, I'm ripping I'll do that at the end. I'm just ripping the front off as I'm pulling the spine back to get in. Okay. So we want some lighter stuff on there now. We've gone very dark suddenly. What's this? This one looks interesting. Another plain white piece there I might use. Let's use this side. Looks like the front page of some kind of a dictionary, I think. I don't know. You know me, I'm just having fun tearing. Right, I think what I'm going to do is just glue this. I wonder if I should, yeah, let's add glitter it. I'm going to glue this and just put the paper on it, and then I'm going to rip it back to where there's no glue. Does that make sense? If not, you'll see what I mean in a minute. Yeah, because I'm quite liking the ripped. We'll have a bit up there, look. Quite like the ripped paper effect, but what I need to do is let it... We're going on that side. No. We're going on that side. Need to let it dry. Let that dry properly and then pull it back. Just pull a bit down so I can turn the page. That's it. While it's doing its thing. If I let that dry and then tear, some of it might still come off, some of it might not, but yeah, you get quite a nice look. So we'll just give that a minute and see. Happy with everything on the back. I didn't ink round the back, did I? Look, so I glued on that. No. Okay, so shall we have some plainish? Well, that very practically fits. I'll just leave it hanging over. I think I will. It's like a fraction of a millimetre hanging over. Because we want some for journaling on. So this is me doing grungy again. I find I'm doing it more and more these days. I'm really into the grungy. It's really starting to suit me. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I know some of you might leave me. Sorry. I don't know if it's coming from all the grungy videos I'm watching, or from all the coffee dyed paper I'm making. Look at my nails. But yeah, the grunge is really appealing to me. So that is the back page. So we need to fill in there again, don't we? I'm wondering about this one. This might be an interesting one to just slot in. I need to put a piece of that across again, don't I? Yeah, they're very tightly closed, these envelopes. Yeah, let's put a piece of that in. Have we glued on that? Yes. That was very thick, shiny paper, so I don't mind gluing on that. It's one of the Toad of Toad Hall books that I thought I might like and then didn't. Yeah, I've just spotted my lid is off my art glitter there. So those of you who are sat looking at it in horror, I've spotted it now. Or thinking to yourself, there's no wonder our glues don't work. Right, and I'll take this moment to just have a quick swallow off my tea. Lovely. What was I doing that? Don't need it all in, do I? I need a little ripper. A little ripperoo. Put that bit in. Quite like the alphabet, you know, down the side. Right, I don't know if it'll slide or not, but I'm going to collal it, which will wet it quite a bit, but I could do with it sliding into place once I get in there. It may not, we'll see. But you know me, I like to have lots of glues on the go. I've only got 2 open, so three's better. Is that the way I'm doing it? No, that's the way you're doing it. So that's the way you're gluing it. I like that bit at the top where it was stapled and it's being pulled out as well. Oh, go on, slide under. Yeah, it'd be dry by now, wouldn't it, if it was art glitter? Oh yeah, it's sliding lovely. Didn't quite go under there, look. Can't beat collal for a bit of a slide. Just have a tiny piece of that in, and I'm going to go with this. Come on. They really don't want to open. A Yorkshire phrase comes to mind, like a cow handling a shilling. Oh, cannot get in. Found my little ruler though. Come on. Oh, maybe it had stuck. I've been in it once though, haven't I? But it felt stuck up here where I haven't had any glue. Come on, open. You're starting to annoy me now. Goodness me. Go on, in you go. Oh, it's a good job I'm doing collage. Well, you're a glue page, you are. See what I mean about keeping the glue ones separate from the... Right, let's fasten that up. How are we doing in here? Yes, don't rip that. No, it's not quite dry yet, I don't think. Don't spoil it, Denise, for a bit of wasting a bit of time. Just a little bit here then, and then that. Right, I'm getting bored with the same old, same old. Why did I put the pink there? Do we have a bit of pink down here? Down there, I think. Oh, it's very, very crispy. So if I have that down there, I just want something in the bottom here. You're a little bit tiny, you can go in the bin. Do a little bit more of that. The thing is, it's religious again, which doesn't bother me, but I'm aware that the book's going to people who may have a different religion. I know you tie yourself up with these things, but yes, that will do. Mr. Next Door banging his door again. Simba's out. I went down for a cup of tea and put some more laundry on the line since it's such a beautiful day. Look at that lovely bit there. Oh yes. And he decided it was time he was out again, so, and by the time I'd finished whatever I was doing, he's nowhere to be seen. He's not in our garden. I can't see him out the front window, and when I come up to the bedroom and look out, I can't see him in either side next door. So did I do that on the right side? Yeah. Goodness knows where he is. I said, no, we'll have to get a camera and wouldn't that be fun? See what he gets up to and where he goes. I'm sure you all say that about your pets. Very interesting. Well, ones that go walk about on their own. Yep, it's losing its whiteness now, isn't it? It's starting to feel nice as well. Maybe needed a bit of a thicker spine than I gave it. Let's see if this... Yeah, that's kind of the effect I wanted. So it kind of half rips off. Yeah, look. Like it. It's really nice when you just put odd splodges of glue rather than all of it, and then pull it off, so it literally does only leave bits of the paper on where the glue is. Yeah, like that. Might want something down there, don't know. Right, how much? We've not got much journaling, have we? That's journaling space. I suppose that top half could be. So let's have some more plain on here. Right, don't put the ripped bits back in there. Oh, lots of little bits in here. Let's dig these out. Look at that lovely line on that doily. Right, stop admiring your bits and pieces. That's a nice piece, very nice piece. Yeah. Maybe I ought to keep little tiny bits there. Inside of that envelope's nice. Let's leave it there. Nice card. And some nice lines. Right. Don't want any of that behind here. Maybe the doily. Maybe a bit of that. Especially with the white envelope behind it. I'm just going to take off a little tiny bit of that to use elsewhere, seeing as it's not going to be on show. Right, I'm going to have to art glitter that because I don't stand a chance of getting it down otherwise. Yes, I'm expecting Neil home any minute now. Well, not any minute now, but yeah, he could arrive any minute now, or he could be hours and hours fishing, just depending on how he's doing. But I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't sunburnt. It's that warm, and I don't think he's taking a drink with him either, which is just like him, I have to say. Unless I made it for him and put it in his bag, and even then he's come back with it not drunk. He just wouldn't dawn on him, and then he'll come in and say, I'm absolutely gasping for a drink. And I'll be like, I'm not surprised. He's been gone hours. I could not last that long without a drink. Yeah, let's do that then. So many nice scrappy bits. I'm just adding to my scraps all the time. So this is a good way to use some of them before they even hit the scrap box. Yeah, I like the bits of white showing actually around that one. It's a good job really, isn't it? Yeah, on that side. Oh, look how time flies when you're having fun, you see. Oops. Been on well over 20 minutes. I really should drink my tea while it's still warm. Cloth. Right, we need something to bring it all together here, but I'm wondering if lace is the thing, or fabric. What have we got? Got a few bits here. Look, I didn't put them down though. Well, there's some lovely coffee dyed fabric. Let's just pull a couple of bits out because, yeah, what else am I going to add to my desk? It kind of hides a lot of that. And you're not going to be able to, oh, look at that. I'm not going to be able to write on it. That's just got to go there. It was made to be, and it's got that lovely, lovely pattern on it, hasn't it? Look at that. Okay, we'll leave it because the gesso might make it a bit more right-onable. So that's that one and that one, that one and that one, front and back. Oh, we're nearly there. We've only got this to do, and then I'll put some pages in the middle. So let's try and use up some of these, not these, I'm just tidying these up. These little scrappy bits. Let's move that fabric, put a bit of that on the spine maybe. The glue page, you should be in the bottle. You all want using up, right? Let's just get some bits down and yeah, just collage and get some writing spots and some text spots because I was going to use the text papers up. Well, not use them up, but use them. Keep losing the cloth. Let's use this big piece over here. Yeah, I've locked Neil out as well, so I have to listen for the car. Because you get a bit gung-ho now, Denise. Oh, don't throw that, it's a big piece. He can't get in. But I am at the front of the house, so if he picked his horn, I don't know if he would come think about that. I suppose if he knocked hard enough on the front door, I'd hear him. And there you go, lovely. I was thinking that'll go nice on there maybe. And we get some more stuff down. Yes, it will. Quite like the white behind there, so I'm using these little bits up. Glue on my fingers, driving me mad. Yeah, I like that just use that rather than put it in the bin. And there we go. We're not having that piece. That's barely got anything on it. That's a piece of scrap. I don't like that piece. Oh, I am getting good. Right, that's what I've got down. No, I don't want. Oh, could have some that way. Let me get the edge off it. That's it. Could have some that way, but I do want some journaling on here. But like I say, the gesso might be the way to create journaling. Okay. That way. It's lovely to use some of your book page pieces up as well. I seem to go in, you know, fits and starts, so sometimes I do stops and starts, and then other times I stop and I don't. Yeah, I want a nice piece of plain on there now. I've got to be nice inside. I did the inside first on the other one, didn't I? I wonder about. No, one book page inside. Have some of this lovely. Whoops, this bit. It's nice and thick, so I won't have to. What's the word? Reinforce the spine, because this will do it all in one go. It will definitely reinforce it. And it will probably do both sides, won't it? Might even get that line down there, look. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Silence. Silence is golden. And very seldom happens around me. Oh, I'm stuck to my book page, my glue page. There we go. I suppose the fact that this is thicker as well is going to help me, she says. Help me get it in. Yes, it is. It's not folding up, it's keeping it. It's all good. Could have done with it more that way, but we'll put something in. We'll patch it up as we normally do. Yeah, that's really thickening the spine up. Oh, pleased with that. All right, a little patch. I've got a little bit of that that's on the outside. Yeah, let's use it. I couldn't think of any reason not to. In you go. That's it, I've got it at a bit of an angle as well, which was more luck than judgment. Stop falling over you. Okay. I don't know what glue it is that I've got on my fingers, but it's driving me crazy. That is a beautiful piece of paper. That one's supposed to be for writing on though. No, it'll have to be a beautiful piece of paper another day. I just want something here and I want it fairly plain. No. What about that's already cut in that kind of a shape. And there. There's a whole piece on. And do what I did with that other piece, but this time I'm going to glue. Oh, look, it's a shiny piece on the back. How annoying. Glue the top of this, but the bottom of that, if that makes sense. Let's see if it does. I think so. Where was that lovely little ruler I had? Did you see it disappear anywhere? No, it is. that in the bin. Lovely. What are you? Pretty. Ooh. Nearly made it into the bin. No, let's put it on there. Oopsie. It all adds a bit of extra strength around the weak part, doesn't it? Oh, that's what's on my finger. It's art glitter, because I keep wiping the top of that with it. Right. Oh, what's up with you? We're nearly done. Just a bit up there, I think. Well, I don't dislike the white too much. See if there's anything that's... We'll just put a piece of that on, I think. It's like I say, I'm going to gesso it. And then I'll put a picture. Which way were we? I can't remember. I've probably glued it back to front, have I? Yeah, I think I was going that way. Yeah, I'll because I'll have to let it dry before I gesso it, and then that'll have to dry. But what I'll do is I'll show you. I'll put a picture up before I just do a bit of something there, I feel. I don't want any more of that. It's a bit of music, shall we? Needs to be the right way though. Oops. Let's try and do that a little bit more accurate. Yeah. So yeah, we should see a picture of it. I think what I might do before I stop filming is put some of that fabric on the spine though, because we can do that while the rest of it's wet. Yeah, so I'll gesso it up so those pages are, I might want something around there. Might go with some washi. What was I saying? Gesso it up so those pages what? Are right honourable, that's it. And then we'll put a few pages in the middle as a... I might be able to come back on if I hang fire. If I stop the video now, I just want to give that a little bit of extra strength. So this is Tim Holtz washi. Maybe should be sticking it down, I don't know. I've got another one with music on, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and I might be able to come back on and do a bit more on the project with you, kind of thing. Go on, under you go. That's it. A bit of that left as well, so we'll stick that on. Well and truly give that some... Yeah, it's going to want sticking down again there and there, but at least it's got some... Yeah, it might want something on those. So that's full page and that's full page. And the others are all pockets. So yeah, if we put a couple of pages in the middle there. Right, let's have a look at that strip of fabric that I had. Here it is. Yep, we'll just have the colourful stuff. I'll just cut it because I'd never be able to rip it that tiny a piece. And then if I put pages in the middle, it will sew through this as well. So that will give it a little bit of extra hold. I'll put it more on the front than the back, but I don't suppose it matters. Although I could take it off, I've got plenty of time. That glue's just soaked into that paper. I suppose it's because it's the old paper. Stop drinking my glue till I'm glued, please. Till I've got my fabric where I want it. That's better. Still a little bit more front, but yeah, I need to leave that to dry now anyway, so I'll have to let that dry, and then I'll gesso it, and then I'll try come back on. Okay, what a transformation. So it's the next morning. I've gessoed it and I have stitched it together. It is quite chunky actually, I suppose because I made the spine so thick. But yeah, I just put a few pages in it, probably more than I should have. It's definitely not going to fit in a small journal. It might be tucked inside a big chunky journal. But yeah, I'm going to be making some of those. Now I don't want to over decorate it, but I don't want to decorate it a little bit, so I've just brought a few little pieces. I fancy a little charm on it somewhere, so I've brought this little lock. I stuck this journal word on some of the fabric that I've put on the spine. I don't know about covering that up. I might put a little bit of lace on that, we'll see. Yeah, I've not got much here at all. I've brought the grungy tickets. Let's take them out. So they're from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I've brought some bits and pieces that might go in the pockets. So I've got it's kind of an old reproduction of a photograph. So that's not the original photograph. Someone's copied it onto photograph paper, but not recently, if you see what I mean. So it's nothing I've done, it is. So it's a vintage piece, which is a copy of an antique piece, I think, probably. So we'll just give it a little bit more antique-y look. But yeah, you could journal on the back of that easily. Yeah, and it's a nice tactile thing, and it's quite interesting. It's a small town near me in Lincolnshire. Just a couple of squares of Tim Holtz. So I don't know if they're the right size or whatever, but they look like they'll fit in. Don't know. I don't want to make it too frou-frou-y, so I don't want to put tabs and things like that. Well, not whale tail. Or one of those just on a piece of coffee dyed paper. So journaling again. A piece of my very heavily coffee dyed yes, what is it? Dictionary page, and it's got boy look, boy and boxing and brace. It's got a bit of a masculine feel to it, hasn't it, this journal? And again, just a piece of coffee dyed scrapbooking paper, which is a piece of either the globe or a map. I think it looks like the globe actually, the world anyway. And again, it's coffee dyed, so you can journal on the back of it. So yeah, we'll fit those into the pockets somewhere. But first of all, let's, because that will really chunk it up then. I've also knotted some of that material because I only had small pieces of it. Yeah, to tie around and close it. I'm thinking, let's see if it'll go around twice and tie. Yeah, it will just so. You could always tie it twice if you don't do it too tight. Yeah, I'm thinking of sticking that on the back with one of these. So let's do that first, shall we? Because we are where we want to be. You, whoever owns it, could also lengthen that a bit more with tying something on the end. So I was thinking about, oops, yeah, literally just sticking it on there with one of those. And I was going to stick it down so it moves, but it doesn't need to, does it? So stay there, please. Oh well, the knot's just that side, we know where it is. Yeah, I made these a long time ago, and I get them out and use them, and then I put them away and forget I've got them. So I made loads all at once. I can't remember if I did a video. I don't think I did. I might have done. But yeah, this idea is from Bonnie and Clive on YouTube. Clive is the cat. He looks quite a lot like Simba, or Simba looks quite a lot like him. I think he's older than Simba. I like the stitching detail on there. So yeah, that's just holding that in place so you don't lose it. Right. I mean, I have literally just put it together, so it should squash down, and with use it will, the spine will soften as well. But it's gonna fatten up, isn't it, when I put this lot in the pockets as well. So where's my word from the front? I'm wondering about, because it needs a bit more than a word on here, doesn't it? I'm wondering about a label at the top. So it's really, really grungy. It hasn't got any colour on it. Do I want just a pop of colour? That's quite nice, isn't it? It's sort of, is it, what do they call copper when it goes that green colour? Is it patina? I know they use that for lots of things, but quite like it. Let's have a look if it wants an oversized one. And that's a nice green. Just going over his top hat though. Not sure if I want to. Oh, that's sort of a bluey. And that one again touches his top hat. I expect the ones I'm picking up are all the same size. Oh, that just clears it. Right, but it's not really the colour that I'm after. I just know I've seen it. I fancy a pop of green. Oh, that one does. So I'll put it right over there. No, I've decided I don't want it that big now. Oh, you see, when I'm running out of time, this is me. Okay, I think I'll go for that one. It was dominating it too much, I felt. Whoops. Okay, so that could be written on with a white pen, or you could you know, write something on a white piece of paper, labelled paper, and just stick it on there. Of course I'm going to have that at an angle because I like an angle. I'm just thinking a lock would be nice there, if that's where it would naturally fasten. But oh, I've had an idea. I've got the lock, haven't I, that on the charm. Perhaps I could fasten the actual ties with it there. That would be nice. And then just put the charm on the bulb pin. Oops, shall we put those away? No, because we haven't got time. Yeah, just put the charm on the bulb pin and put it through the ties. That's a good idea. Do we want anything else on there? Let's have a little square of lace. Yeah, it can easily be taken off should it be too chunky where we're putting it, or it not being wanted by its owner. Right, lids. So I haven't got long, have I? Pin there, right in front of your eyes. Let's just put a few little bits. It's a good job that I haven't got long, otherwise I would over embellish it. Yeah, but I'll put a label or two inside. I've got a couple of little tape measures. I've got a word name, which is also from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doo Dah. I've got one of these strips which Tanya sent me, which I think might be from Tapeology, and it's perforated there. I might, let's just cut it down. Is it perforated there? No. I'm going to stick it on just by its perforation, I think, somewhere. Yeah, and then it can be torn off should you not wish to have it on there. Okay, so shall we have a label on this bottom bit here? Am I on camera? See if I can get you a bit closer, just because we're working in the small space now, so you can see. Yeah, because this is journaling. Oops. So let's have another label down there, something a bit different. What did we have on the front? Yeah, I had a black one on the front. Just across there, yeah. Just as it's, you know, the very front of the book. And I might just put a couple of labels in the envelope pocket, in the flap, so that they can be added wherever the owner would like them. So what shall we have that photograph in the front? Does it want a bit of go in that way with a piece of that stapled on it, couldn't it? A piece of that, just to make it. Right, where's my stapler with the copper staples in it? Is it that one? Yes. So we'll have the frilly side showing. Oh yeah, that's good because it hangs out over there now. Super. Okay, and what we're going to put in the back one then, let's do it like that. That nice piece of map. And shall we do the same? I haven't checked if these have dried closed. It's a nice firm piece of journaling card paper, that, so yeah, these pockets are quite chunky. That needs a bit off it. You probably can't, so you can just, I was going to say you probably can't see me now. Oh dear, did I do that taking it out? It's not ripped, so it must not have been glued down properly in the first place, I'm guessing. Otherwise it would have ripped, wouldn't it? Right, we'll have to leave that a minute or two now, because that's art glitter. Right, so what I was thinking is, can we put something on here? Again, just to, nothing much, but just to pull it with. It's not going to go in a long way, so oops, no, don't put that on it, that's part of the tie, Denise. Don't know if I want fabric again. Let's just put a piece of paper over it of some description. Got anything there? No. It might be scrapbook box time. Quickly. Yep, this is what I want, something card-like. Not dotty. It's nice on that side as well. I literally just want a small piece to fold over. That can be grabbed. Again, it's all chunkiness that I'm adding. Which way up do I want it? I quite like that. It'll have to be on that side, I think. Let's just nip those so they look like a hinge sort of thing. Yeah, I might have to make a couple of these and have a play filling them, because I've really enjoyed making this, and I could just go on and fill it to extremes. But I've got all those other pieces, haven't I, that still need finishing off before we start another something, Denise. Are you glued down? Yeah. I'm going to put, probably won't take that out again, 3 different labels in there that whoever gets it can put in amongst here. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything on that journal. Leave it for whoever owns it. This is not right onable, is it necessarily? Maybe that's where I should put that then, because the back can be written on. Why does it have to be on the end though? Would you want it on the end? No, let's have it there. Because yeah, we could put a label or something, or could be gessoed further, that, if you want to write on it. Something in here. I'll put this in and a piece of Tim Holtz behind it, I think. Really stuck. And that's one of those corners that I didn't stick, so I will do that in a minute, but it'll need to be left open once I do it. Okay, they're quite hard to grab, aren't they? It wants to be quite a bit bigger, doesn't it? I'm wondering if to just stick that on the back of there. I think I will. Just to make it a grabby piece like that. Too big. That's it. Okay. Which side do I want? Yep, just that bit. It can be separated, can't it? It could be torn off, no problem. And used. Did I go far enough on, do you think? Yeah, that's quite a nice piece actually. You could always put a piece of washi on there if you wanted it to stay. I won't do any more to it. Yeah, that's it. Now you can grab the whole thing there. Just a bit of that. Stick that down there for the sake of using it. So that bit has been gessoed on. Oh, I think I'm past my time. Yeah, so it can be written on. The book can all be written in, and all the pockets are filled. No, they're not. That one's not. So let's just make this a different shape with the corner rounder. That's it. That's nice, because that can be written on. It looks like a little ticket, doesn't it? Right, I haven't checked if this one's open, have I? Yeah, they are tight little pockets, to be honest, but that's good. Yeah, so I just need to go through and do those edges. I definitely want a piece of this on somewhere. I'm going to go on there with it, I think. The page isn't too full on. Yeah, so lots and lots and lots of journaling available on here, or playing space. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that it's an inches one as well, so it's old money. Okay. It would be nice on there, wouldn't it? Probably could do with being thicker though. Nope. Don't want to use that. I think I'll pop that in as well, so whoever owns it can put it wherever they want it. Okay, let's fasten it. Oh, we were going round twice, weren't we? Yep. And I'll just do two, not too tight, bows, knots like that, and then stick this little pretty on the edge. Oh, I really went to town on that one, didn't I? I enjoyed it. Oh, some of these bulb pins are sharper than others when you're trying to get them through a few pieces. That's it. Shall we go through that one as well? That's it. See what it looks like. Yeah, I might end up putting a bit of material on top of that or something, and maybe a couple of black beads, I don't know, on there. But that's one piece done and ready to go. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry I kept you so long. If you stayed till the end, yeah, let me know. Let me know if you're still here at the end. That'll be interesting. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.